July 22nd. This is during our crop walk. As you can see, we still have development going on with our seeds from the purple lettuce, the green lettuce, waiting to get some seed pods hopefully and harvest those. That's our basil, also getting flowers, possibly getting seed from them. I'm going to start harvesting more of their leaves. Don't eat the lettuce when it gets to this stage. It has a very, very bitter taste. And then there are spearmint, peppermint. Let's put out runners. The strawberries are also putting out runners. Our spinach here seems to have gone full tilt, so soon I will take that, do what I can with it as far as getting seeds if possible, and getting those things ready to be replanted. These pods do not have holes in the bottom like I thought they did, so they drowned out the seeds. The radishes are doing good. The tomatoes from the slices are doing good. Our yam, I already changed the water in it today, is doing good. Remember not to take the one from the very top, but only from the bottom, so you get more yams produced and not just growth. And then here's our pineapple, and as you can see, it's growing roots. Right there, see those? So I'll be able to get a pineapple plant out of that. Then, so I have those to plant yet. These I planted in here with the ginger root. I'll transplant those later. And those I also did in the ginger roots growing center. So see those ginger roots there? Those are the ones I bought at the store. Now, here are the seedlings. They're growing. This one's not doing so good, so I'll have to try something else. And then the sweet peas, they're doing good. Not sure what's going on with that one. Might have to do something else. This is our spaghetti squash and our sunflowers. Doing good. I did some weeding yesterday with a little bit of time and took all the weeds that I can out of there so that I could get away from these plants. Now there's still some little weeds there that I'm going to have to take them out, get them all weed free. That little patch there is nothing planted in it, but that crabgrass will grow over, so I need to get that cleared out. And I start taking weeds out from the cabbage and the carrots there. Got up to where the spaghetti squash and all that is. I need to get those in trellises if I'm going to let them grow in trellises, otherwise they'll just grow on the ground. And as you can see, these babies here are almost ready for maturing, for taking. This I can take. The greens I can take. The cabbage is doing good. As you notice, this is a low area. It's got a lot of rainwater. It doesn't do good when you have things sitting in the rain. Look at that, producing those very hot ghost peppers, even in that kind of culture. How weird. So I did harvest some fruit out of here yesterday, tomatoes and peppers, and the grape tomatoes were ready. I haven't seen any problems as far as tomato worms go. And one thing I have noticed with this topsoil that I'm using is next year I'm going to put in here a mixture of soil that will retain moisture so that they have more moisture, because these tend to dry up a lot faster than the ground does. But you live and you learn and you keep growing. Look at that. Harvesting almost, probably tomorrow. I have to work a good portion today. But as you can see, the harvest is plenty. There's Queen Anne, get rid of that. Hickory, which I love. And keep your weeds at bay. Now these can be moved out because they are in buckets. So I can move those out. As you can see, the green peppers bell peppers are growing good. I got the red peppers growing good. I've got some of the hot peppers growing. So remember to handle the hot peppers with gloves. Yesterday I handled some that I bought from the store, and the oil was still in my fingers when I touched my eye. That was not a good experience. So I have to do some weeding here. This is the tomatoes we put in the ground. And see that this cabbage is solid. When it first starts growing, it's hollow, but it's solid. It's about time to harvest these. And then I'll cultivate that now. See this? This is powder to put on it, but the cauliflower itself is this color all the way around. And that's ready to be utilized, taken out. So are those two cabbages. This one had a little bit more sun than it should have had. This will be soon to be harvested. This here is just more weeds. So I'm gonna take those weeds right on out. And there's the spaghetti squash. Now let's walk back over. The blackberry bush is doing good. I planted the two blueberry bushes over there. I planted them a little closer than normal. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I did because I didn't read the instructions on how to plant them. And I thought, well, this would be a good distance, and it's a little bit too close. The spinach is doing good. I have not put any fertilizer on that yet. Spinach takes 10, 10, 10. I will, though. This one here, it seems like this tomato plant is in not enough soil. It suffered some loss of moisture in its container, and it dried up some of the leaves, which happened yesterday. So I'm going to have to keep up on that. I've harvested tomatoes from this plant and took indoors, and there'll be some more coming up. As you can see, there's another red one there. They're small to medium and to large. I've gotten out of those. The eggplants are growing quite well, as you can see. This one didn't do so well. Probably going to go ahead and take that and see if I can grow something else. This eggplant is doing really well, as you can see there. And then more greens, celery, carrots. See the onion? Remember, we tried different soils for this. And then the beans. Look at the bean. Look at the bean. Look at it when it gets mature. This is going to be great. I'm growing those for protein, so I'm growing them not to eat the green bean, but the beans out of it. So this here has problems with transplant and moisture, as we can see there. It rained last night, also besides me watering, which is a good thing. Now this tomato plant has a lot of that going on the bottom. Not sure why. That's one of the heirloom ones that I've never had any experience with. So I'll find out as time goes on. Okay, here are some more of the crops. I'm taking a look to see if there's a pest. That's the radish plant. And this one, I'm not really sure what this is. I do know I planted it. This getting ready to go with seed. That's good. I need the seeds. There's our chives, our squash, more of our eggplant. So the eggplant does well in these 5-gallon buckets. As you can see there, this didn't grow. I'm about to take that over. And I'm going to give it a few more days just in case it's a long time germinated. This had problems with the fire. When this was lit to get rid of the wheat, it was too close. And there's another one of those. You gotta get your labelers in your containers so you know what we're dealing with. This one here looks like it didn't take either. I'm going to find out, give it a couple more days, and then go from there. So that's it on those there. And this are potato plants. Can't wait to see what's going on with that. That's the flower from one of these potato plants. And so we're going to find out what happens there. No potato bugs yet. Usually those are very prone to that. Now this here is not supposed to be in here. So I'm taking these out. These are definitely weeds. Easy to do. This is having a hard time growing though. And we'll find out why. Now, this is more weeds here. We'll just take them out. Really easy to do when the soil is moist. The whole thing comes out with it. And that's it for today's crop walk. Learn from your mistakes and go from it. I do have some more plants that I'm going to be planting in 5-gallon buckets, one type, and you can stay tuned. You'll see that in the next couple days here. Okay, God bless and have a great day.